are the sounds of the street.
Assalamualaikum everybody and welcome to the second episode of the Paki Bros Ghost Stories.
Yes, guys. Thank you for listening once again. As we promised you, this is the second follow-up to our first episode. We have more Paki Ghost, not really Paki Ghost stories. We have more ghost stories upcoming for you to entertain you guys in this middle of the night or whichever day time you're listening to. So I just hope that you guys enjoy. We have a whole lot of stories coming to scare the balls of you.
Okay, so actually the first one we should start with. Was this actually happened to an ex-colleague of mine. Okay, so he was with his friends. Okay, he was with his friends at Bedok Jetty Underpass.
Okay.
So what happened was that he kept hearing this sound as we were walking in the underpass. So the sound that he heard was this is what he heard.
Where? Underneath the jetty or what?
No, at the underpass when he was walking.
Underpass, like a tunnel.
Yeah. So
behind him or in front of him?
He just kept hearing it.
Okay.
Then apparently the friends already go up the staircase room. But he kept hearing it kind of thing. So he was wondering what was that sound. So he couldn't put his mind to it. He came back down. He walked with his friends, then he came back down alone. So that was his mistake there.
Yeah.
So what happened was he actually, when he came down, he saw at the spiral staircase room. Okay. So the spiral staircase he saw was what they call it, a penanggal.
Flying head.
So flying head with the intestines hanging out.
Yeah.
So apparently the tick sound was actually the intestines slamming against the spiral staircase as she was like coming down.
So he was going up?
No, actually it was like coming down. So it was coming out.
So where is he?
So he was downstairs.
Oh,
so facing the spiral staircase.
Oh, no, I think he's coming down.
I think he's coming down. So when he was facing the spiral staircase, this one was quite drastic for him. Pasal when he saw it, a blink of an eye, that thing came to his face. Boom.
He just like, pow!
In front of his face. And then what happened was he terberak kencing, bro.
Huh?
Yeah, bro, no joke, bro. Yeah, exactly. So
he shit himself.
Yeah,
Really?
Literally shit himself, bro. So it was that scary.
Terperanjat lah, shock to the core.
So he fainted. So ambulance came. So ambulance came. Orang cakap, apa ni berak semua.
Serious?
Yeah.
So they don't know the story.
They don't know the story. So he fainted, went to hospital kind of thing, you know.
Yeah.
Apparently for 1 week, bro, he never talked.
Man, it was really shocking.
It was really shocking. So even when he was telling me that story, I can still see the fear in his face.
Trauma. I mean, like he recalled
exactly the kind of thing. So he was in hospital for 1 week. Then I think the pakcik came down, gave him air and all that.
That's right, bro.
Cakap pakcik je ke? Bukan Pak Haji, bro.
I don't know. This is classic,
Try to be a ghost story here, bro.
Yeah, trying to be a ghost story.
Laughter.
So okay.
That's for him, right?
So he was incapacitated for a week in the hospital.
Yeah, did not speak to
anybody. Did not speak for anybody. He shat himself.
Yeah,
he peed himself and he fainted.
No, orang selalu cakap terperanjat terberak sial dengan but this is literally bro, terberak sial bro. Kau imagine
So it must be like a really like shocking thing, like just just
exactly.
like override his physical capacities and just like that's it, man.
I ever asked him before, have you ever seen anything else, like Pontianak and shit like that? But he said no. That's the only thing he has saw his whole life.
And that's the thing that you remember.
For every life, man, for sure. Yeah.
So what will you do with him?
I don't know, bro. Maybe aku terberak mungkin, because if you see something that is like from a distance at first, then you blink your eye, it straight away comes to you in your face.
Bro.
You know,
yeah, for sure, like man.
Exactly, bro.
How can can never be prepared for that?
Yeah, you can never be prepared for that. You can think that you are prepared, you know. You can think, Zam, if you cakap tak apa-apa lah, but then the real shit happens, you know. Fuck, man.
That's something to think about. Like I think some people always think that alah, tak apa-apa lah. It's just like in the movies. I think in real life, it's like 100 times scarier than the movies.
Yeah, because I guess human beings, we always have the fear of the unknown.
Exactly. Not only like everybody lah has a fear of the unknown, like because it's not something that we used to.
Yeah, and I would say that people can, no matter how brave you are, everybody has a hari takut.
Yeah, you have
everybody
it's like
has
up and down. You got your form days, you got your off form days.
correct.
No, the problem is that like I feel that you can get used to watching ghost stories, and probably we can laugh about it, because like we are so used to watching ghost stories, we will know what happened. They're like, oh, bam, bam, because it's just sound effects and good movie editing. But when it comes to the real life,
And the Asians one is a bit different, I guess. It's much more so-called scarier compared to Mak Saleh's,
Mak Saleh is like I think the hantu macam bunuh orang.
Yeah, it's more to
more gory.
yeah.
Asian supernatural is like mental, bro. Fucks with your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Just put
you don't
put the horror.
Kadang jumpa, kadang tak nampak.
So just suddenly just pump. Yeah. Oh my god, it's crazy. Crazy.
So this second story that I have was actually got to do with pocong.
Oh my god.
So I got a friend bro. He has a fear for these pocong. So what happened was his wife. Okay, at the time he was working night shift.
He was working night shift.
So
he was
the
at work.
work. Yeah. So the wife has a habit of actually dengan mesti jam 12.
You mean alone at night by herself?
Exactly.
Wow, brave.
Then after that, but after this incident, she got scared.
Yeah.
So it was what was it? I can't remember, but I remember I think it's somewhere in the east of the state. So what happened was she was listening to this. She was it was a scary story So suddenly she heard a knock at the door.
As in like
macam gitu.
Oh,
it wasn't so far that what you said It was more to the macam gitu.
Can I try?
Yeah. Something like that.
Ooh, wow.
So
I think no human beings are not like that,
exactly. So
wow.
At first she thought like siapa itu. Then after that, when she tell me the story, you can see the fear from her face also. Then
you know that they're not playing around, not cheating.
It's not like a bullshit kind of story, kind of thing. Not like Deva, the Sari, kind of. So this was a proper kind of thing.
Yeah.
So then at first she like, siapa je? At first people don't tend to think much about it actually.
Yeah.
Then second time it happened, bro. After she was listening.
Again, the three knocks. Yeah.
And then so this guy siapa kan? So dia pergi tengok. When she saw, it was what she claimed to see the pocong bro outside of the door.
The head banging on the door.
It wasn't the hands, bro. It was just the head.
Man, that's some bad shit, man. So, how did she see it? Like through the keyhole or she peeped through?
The peephole lah. The peephole in the door.
Oh my god.
Exactly. So, after ini dia nak nampak muka pun. Dia kata it's just like, how to say, because it's like, as she described it's because it's white.
Sharp.
So it's like it wasn't straight ahead it was like a side view. So you can see
side
so you could see the head coming forward.
Man, how did she react? What she do? She just like
no, she ran back to the room. Luckily she ran back to the room. She ran back to the room. She called her husband. Then asked the husband to come back home.
And he came home.
He came home She asked why. Then she explained to him, no, but this thing only don't percaya all this kind of thing. Because we are not there you see.
I understand but sometimes it's to me it's just like a false sense of security. You understand? Like I mean the wives or the ladies will look to us for for protection, but
correct.
you know it's something true. But you just don't want to show fear because you don't want them to get scared.
Reverse psychology kind of thing.
So
you
have to like try to use this reverse psychology on them and say that it's nothing. But actually we know it's something. Like for example, my wife. When she was pregnant with my first daughter.
They always have this thing that like I noticed even for my wife also. Way back then when she was pregnant with the first son. they, especially like, I don't know what daughter or son, or some say it's the first pregnancy, some say the first son.
Yeah.
These things actually come to you, so called, and then like, follow you or some shit like that.
Yeah, I mean like there are instances like this, but in accordance to our religion also, Islam, right? Also they have this kind of thing happening. Not, but it's not like, oh, this thing happened, but it's just like gangguan.
So what did she encounter?
Okay, for when she was pregnant with Inara Sophia, my firstborn daughter, I was at that time working night shift most of the time,
Okay.
and she's alone at home.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, she's badass. Like she's just like, I mean, I know she's scared, but she's just very brave in a way. Like, okay lah, nothing. So she was sleeping, and then suddenly at 2 a.m. in the morning, she called me. She says she has this like scary dream, and she feels so uneasy. Like she just feels scared all of a sudden. And I said, okay.
So hari takut dia lah.
Hari takut aku. So I said, okay lah. Then I just talk to her. So I ask her to baca ayat kursi, just relax, take water, make wudu, and pray and sleep. Then that she feel better. But she said she always feel like this whenever she's alone.
Because you see,
because it's a psychology thing, or maybe alone and scared of dark, and she, sometimes she hear these noises like dragging, like on top of the.
Fucks with the mind, bro.
Yeah, like 3 in the morning, like somebody is dragging the furniture on top. So I mean, like, you heard of this before, right? Marbles dropping, dragging of furniture.
For marbles dropping, there's a scientific kind of way of.
Yeah, I believe there's something. I think it's just something in between the walls, right? The expansion or contraction. I think it's something to do with physics. But dragging of furniture, I mean, I don't know how to explain that. But I mean, I heard it before, like 4+ morning, somebody dragging the furniture. I was like, but I always don't give a shit about that lah. So I told her, just don't think so much about it. Just, don't scare yourself. Don't terrify yourself too much. But a scary thing that happened was when she just gave birth to my second son. I mean, my second born. I got 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
So, Iman. So, my first baby boy. So when Iman was born, all of a sudden, for no reason, sometimes he'll cry at night. He'll just cry at night, and like we thought like maybe it's just he's not used to like sleeping, or maybe some sleeping position, or maybe she's hungry for milk, or maybe he's just
lots of scenarios
that I can think of. Like, I thought maybe he needs some adjustments, but he keeps crying every night, and we find it like, hey, what's happening? Why is he crying all the time? And then my mom was always my mom was nak bawa orang budak ni. She used to bring this my son to Pak Makcik ni, so urut lah. Urut.
Makcik urut
lah. For babies only.
Okay. For babies, bro. I shall leave that story for another time.
Makcik urut ni. So Makcik urut ni cakap, saya rasa macam awak maybe ada gangguan ni, ada orang ganggu dia ni, like something ganggu jin lah, gangguan. Then
itu bingit bro,
I don't know. I know, but I at first I thought, you can't be kidding me lah. I was like, I don't want to think about it. I don't want, although I believe in the existence of this, but I just don't want to think so much about this. So my mom, my mom being irritating lah. My mom will like this kind of thing. So she, maybe dia kena, say, you kena ni. Of course, she's considered as a grandmother, right? So okay. So I just do my due diligence, and so apparently one late night, Iman was sleeping. Okay, and I was out with my wife kat luar. And suddenly we hear like tap water, like from the toilet. Like, siapa buka? Then like, hear macam, when the taps open, right? So I say, nobody is in the toilet. So when I went to the toilet, I opened.
Inside your room or main toilet?
The main toilet outside. I went to the main toilet. I saw the tap water lifted. Yeah. And nobody was in the toilet. Because I was both outside, me and my wife, and we didn't go to the toilet.
That's fucked up, bro. You can't explain that, sir.
I don't know how to explain that. So my wife, so I can see a fear in my wife's eye. But me being me,
Yeah. Bro, it's really I get angry, bro. You don't fuck around with families, bro.
yeah, for sure, man.
Ah,
So
exactly.
me being me, I said to my wife, maybe it's just like, you know, when you open the door, the force of the physics and get that open.
You find some kind of solution.
I just find a scientific
Then come down.
scientific explanation. They say nothing lah. You know, probably it's just a one-off thing. But I know, but deep inside my heart, I say, man, this never happened to me before in my house. Never. It's the first time something like this happened. So I say, okay lah. I say, mind, just relax and sleep. So I slept outside, bro. Just want to make sure that
Everything's okay lah.
everything's okay. Slept outside. Nothing happened. So the next morning when she wake me up, she said, hey, I think I just feel uneasy lah. Just there's something wrong. Because the toilet is outside. There's a storeroom.
Yeah.
Inside. So she said that she just feel uneasy, like someone's like following her, watching her, and she feel like there's something wrong inside the storeroom. She feels so disturbed. And I said, and then at the same time, my son also keep crying. So I was like, what happened? And like, okay. And I know my wife won't lie about this because she's not really if she's scared, means she's scared. You know, she's like that. It's just yes or no for her. So I said, okay lah. It's okay, no worries. Let me do something tonight. Okay, then she said, can you please do something? I said, okay. Because she said she feel very uncomfortable sleeping and it's affecting her. Then she just gave birth, right? My son also just about barely a month. So I said, okay lah. So at night, I told them, okay, I'm just gonna sleep. I put them to sleep. Just sleep in normal bed. Just sleep in our room. Just sleep with our kids. Just be normal. Just relax. So then I decided to do something else. So I said, okay lah. In the meantime, I said, what? Let's see what happens if I go inside the storeroom myself. So I went to the storeroom myself. I went inside. Off the lights, just me inside. And true enough, I feel like there's a presence there. I can feel it. Like, you know, when you feel like suddenly, like, you know, and you feel like so heavy, and you feel like something's watching, something's just in the corner, you know. So, okay, I said, okay. So, okay, no worries. I came out. I ambil wudu lah, ambil ablution lah. Take ablution, ambil wudu. I pray 2 rakaat. Baca ayat kursi, baca 3 kul, baca Al-Fatihah. Sapu badan, sapu whole badan. So, at that point of time, I said, of course I was shocked lah. Like, I don't know what's going to happen if I stay inside, and I know that thing's going to come out or not lah. But confirm there's going to be fear lah, because it's something very, you know, something that I never experienced. Not really never experienced. Like, this is something which I never see face to face, you know. But I told myself, you know what, fuck about this motherfucker lah. So, you know what, I told myself, whatever happens lah, you know. I mean, you don't try to touch my kid or my wife, because this is something which I don't care whether it's human or not human. I will not tolerate. So that fear turned into rage. I said, okay, you want to fuck with me? Like, okay, let's go. I said, okay, let's go, let's do it. So I went inside the storeroom. I see inside. I call the thing out. I mean, if you are really here, really brave enough, right? Show yourself to me. I said, but I made myself clear. I said, first thing, this is my house. I'm the owner. I'm the master. I'm the king. You know, and the thing that the people that you disturb are all my family, my wife, my kid. So what will you do if I do that to your own family? I mean, I'm sure they have their own community lah.
Yeah, for sure.
So what will you do if I do that to you? Go to your house and do this shit to you? I said, look, if you're really brave enough, right, come and see me. Come and show yourself. We'll see who takes a back. Who will bow down, or who will go lah, you know. But inside my mind, I said, I was expecting ni mau keluar rambut ke, that kind of face. I said, I don't care lah, bro. I said, ni kalau aku dapat ni, aku tengok, kasih lah. Jadi I said, that's it lah. I'm just going to beat the hell out of you. If I can touch you, you're dead, bro. I'm going to smash you. Tak keluar, bro. Tak keluar.
Of course aku nak smash ni.
No, ini bukan cakap besar tau, but it's like at that point I was like,
you just basically you hate the thing that troubling your family.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I mean, I didn't go find you, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't go to your house, to your place, and just
kena is different. When our family, our loved ones kena,
different. So it's totally different thing. It's just like different mindset lah. So tak keluar. So I say okay lah. Hey, you don't want to go right? I stayed inside the room. I keep baca ayat kursi bro, repeatedly. 3 kul, Al-Fatihah, some surah some verses from the Al-Baqarah. I keep chanting. Until I can feel the atmosphere inside the storeroom. You know that dark aura lifted bro. Like suddenly it feels so normal and peaceful. Yeah. So then what I did was, I remember I have this I don't know whether you know, but this spray called daun bidara.
Okay.
Yeah. So this daun bidara ni, or in English called jujube leaf. Yeah. I don't. Asal kau tahu?
Jujubes.
Jujube leaf bro. Yeah.
Jujube lah bro.
Jujube.
Jujube. Kan jujubes. Pokok jubes ni.
Jujube leaf ni. So what we do was, one of the ustads I heard say that you spray this thing anti-clockwise, go around your house, and while doing that, you baca ayat kursi.
Okay.
So I did that. Atmosphere totally lifted bro, feel so peaceful. So after that day onwards, tomorrow onwards, Iman don't cry anymore.
Alhamdulillah.
And my wife sleep peacefully, and so far nothing happened. Alhamdulillah lah, thank Allah for this. So, I mean, if you listeners or the listeners out there, or all our friends out there who's listening to this podcast, word of advice, don't be scared about this thing, because
sometimes although we can say don't be scared lah, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah, I know, but I think that if you do what I prescribe, but what I just explained just now, right? This thing, you'll find that it's actually not say easy lah. It will make your life a bit more
I
better.
guess you see, bro. Sometimes it's okay to have fear lah, but not to the extent that the fear controls you.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, fear is normal.
Because you see, our wife will technically usually run behind the husband.
For sure, 100%.
Takkan the husband nak run behind the kid kan?
Oh, betul juga.
Exactly.
Tapi I won't be surprised.
The some for sure lah. You know, but it should not be the way lah.
Yeah, it should not be the way lah. Because our family like really depend on us. So we cannot like just like let them down. So I believe that, I mean, those would-be mothers or expecting mothers or would-be fathers, just do your own dua, pray.
But do you see anything like, did anything come to your dreams and like,
Oh yeah, probably, of course. I always have this before. Not only in this.
No, I mean like when you were here,
yeah,
when you were in the storeroom, did you like, is somebody visited you inside?
Yes.
Somebody
Yes,
visited
bro.
you.
It was pissed, that thing.
Was it like a male, female?
I don't know. It was just like this, like head. It just come and want to attack me, like in my dream.
Okay, dream lah.
Yeah, see, rumah break, betul. Because when I did that, right, and I challenged, it came in my dream, bro. Yeah, it's good that you mentioned it because it came in my dream. Like a couple of days later, or the 8 nights, I'm not too sure. Like, it's quite hazy, but yeah, it just like come and, like macam how that face thing comes. Yeah, just like that. But aku baca ayat kursi lah bro, inside the dream. Aku baca ayat kursi lah, then yeah.
But no idea whether it's like a female head or...
I know, it's just like this entity lah.
Okay.
I'm not too sure of the gender. But talking about dreams, it does not only happen in this house. It happened in my mom's place also before, in my mom's place.
Correct.
And
Tampines
yeah. Okay. And sometimes aku mimpi aku dalam rumah tu. So that deja vu feel right? Aku mimpi dalam rumah tu. Aku bangun, aku keluar bilik, hujan nak sampai depan. Yeah, asyik kat depan pintu, like macam masuk rumah. What the hell are you doing here? Saya apa sama dia kat sini? So aku je baca ayat kursi apa? Baca, tiba lari. So it could be that, I mean like in subconsciously when we sleep, our soul leave the body.
Yeah, so we wander around lah.
Probably So when our soul is like a subconscious part of our existence, right? So probably it could be that like you bump into this thing, but it transcended into a dream. I think you explained before, right, in the first episode about deja vu. I believe that.
Exactly.
Sometimes what we experience can also be things happening in your dream. So no surprise there.
Okay, now I'll ask you, bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Makcik Keropok?
This one is like, okay, Makcik Keropok. Okay, I heard this legend a few years back lah.
Okay.
But before that, remember during our primary school time, Primary school time, there's this Kong.
Yeah.
So similar, right?
Similar to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Kongkong was basically about a lady who could not say
Say the
Assalamualaikum. So she said Kongkong or something like that. You know? And then she prayed on young virgin blood.
Yeah,
something
something like that, yeah.
But basically, I think that was just to scare the people to, not the young girls.
Yeah, I think it's like, it's like urban legend.
After Maghrib lah, so called.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Macam right?
It was quite, I would say, like quite shocking that they say, okay, dah sampai kat Woodlands lah, Kongkong kat sini lah.
Yeah. So at point of time, I know that this story was so huge and people were so paranoid. It came in the newspaper.
Kongkong. So,
yeah, it was showcased in newspaper or some newspaper that time. Everybody was talking about it.
Okay, so many years later, the Kongkong evolved to the Makcik Keropok. So what happened was, this Makcik Keropok, honest reaction bro. Okay, she visited me.
She came to your house?
Yes. Well, back then when I was staying at Teluk Langa. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So my wife was inside the toilet.
Okay.
So I was alone in the hall, you know.
Okay.
So I was staying at Teluk Langa. It was just a small house, a one-room hall kind of thing. So the corridor is outside.
Yeah.
So around 10 something 10 p.m. something this makcik literally come selling keropok.
Okay, but does she look like mysterious or just normal?
Exactly. But she was wearing I would say black, you know, and like black tudung kind of thing lah.
Wow, bro, this is real shit, bro. She was black.
Black tudung lah. So she just, I mean, it was not something which is like you know, like an old hunchback lady. That's short makcik, a bit plumb.
Singapore, local, foreigner?
I from the way she talk, I think it's a local Malay makcik, you know.
It's not a local Malay.
Local Malay lah.
Local Malay.
That's what I assume.
Yeah.
Then she did like, you know, this the Batam bag and jacket.
Oh yeah. The like plastic, right? The big plastic bag, yeah.
So it was filled with keropok lah. Which I think lah, because she didn't open, she just drove it. Nak beli keropok. Dan dia cakap, aku pun terperanjat bro. Aku tak tengok TV, keropok lebih. Keropok? Apa itu?
No, but the thing is, asal pintu tu buka semalam?
Because the door was open, I haven't closed yet.
10 plus lah.
10 plus ni.
Okay.
So after that, sorry. So she asked me, nak beli keropok. Dia cakap, keropok? Tak apa lah cik. Dia cukup lah. Cakap dia, terima kasih banyak. Then she, okay. Then she went off lah. Then after that, bila aku keluar, dia aku cakap, kau bukan siapa tadi? Dia aku cakap, memang macam keropok datang. So my wife was like, macam keropok? Kau serius ke tak serius? Cakap serius lah. Macam keropok. Dia jual keropok. Dia nak apa? Dia nak apa? Minta aku hisap. Apa lagi dia nak apa? Dia nak jual keropok lah. Bukan dia minta aku hisap ke apa.
Kau cakap gitu?
Aku cakap, aku tengok dah bingit lah. Cakap, tapi ni seriously lah. That's why she asked me. She said keropok. She asked me for blowjob or what? Zero lah. Macam keropok kan. Then after that, cakap, serius apa? Minta keropok? Aku cakap serius lah. Cakap, habis dia pergi rumah lain. Aku tak tahu kenapa aku pergi tengok kat luar. Dia kata. So by the time my wife went out to see, apparently she left already lah.
She left already.
So I mean, I won't say she disappeared lah, bro. Maybe she just left already, you know.
Just left the location.
But that was the thing. It was 10 plus, and it was true. Macam keropok that literally jual keropok.
Be human.
Yeah.
Do you think it's human? That's a different kind of keropok. Okay. No, but you reckon she's human?
Yeah, I reckon so lah. It's just like, I mean, for me at that point of time, I did not feel any horror vibes or anything like that.
Yeah,
but I was just surprised lah. 10 lebih orang jual keropok
Maybe last kopek lah. I don't like she just want to get some money. No.
Exactly. Orang masih susah mana kita tahu.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but it was quite a surprising thing, you know.
The funny thing is, apa? Dia nak minta apa?
Tak risau. Because I just said that out of retaliation. Because like I already tell her macam keropok, then she's like, not believable lah. She doesn't believe lah, so you know. But then for one thing about this, I just like to share. Besides this macam keropok, let's move on to a pakcik story lah. Okay, a pakcik story lah. Okay.
Pakcik, okay.
Yeah. So this story belongs to a gentleman who he's really passed away already lah.
He passed away already.
Okay. So he passed away at the age of 70 plus. So he told me this story that happened to his daughter.
Okay.
So this story is For me, how do I put it? Because it's very difficult to say, but this is a cross-cultural story.
Cross culture means like
Okay,
what?
so it's basically it involves Chinese Paki Bros.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it's very interesting. So what happened was this gentleman, let's call him Pakcik K lah, Pakcik K lah. So Pakcik K ni dia dah nak perempuan satu.
Okay.
Pakcik Bobok No lah, bro, this is serious. Pakcik K lah.
Okay.
K stands for name lah.
Okay. Alright.
So Pakcik K had a daughter. So this daughter, during one day, she made a remark when she was walking past this so-called burning of the offerings or something like that lah.
You mean on the streets?
On the streets lah.
Okay. Chopsticks.
So just to say, for disclaimer, this is not not making fun of any religion or anything.
Yeah.
It's just the story that I'm sharing that's happening.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So when she walked past, she just said, "Alamak, bau ah." She said like that. She said like that.
Okay.
So she walked past, and apparently, I believe something actually followed her when she said that.
Oh my.
So what happened? This Pakcik was telling me. He said after that day that she said that every evening she will get possessed.
Maghrib night?
Yeah. She will get possessed, and the worst part was the possession would be something like from the Chinese opera.
Oh.
Exactly. So as in like
Ancient.
dia cakap kau tahu dia macam dia punya eyebrow kena tarik tinggi dekat
It's just like in the Chinese opera.
Exactly
Okay.
exactly like the lady
The makeup
the makeup, but I think it's like without the makeup, just that the eyebrow get pulled up very high.
Wow.
Exactly.
Scary shit. Bro.
Yeah, so and she will shout and scream, and apparently neighbors complain,
Yeah, for sure.
And police also came many times.
But the police won't do anything.
But they can't do anything. Even he opened the door, Pakcik K say, "Please look at my daughter. She's possessed. I can't do anything." So he tried his ways and means of so-called, like trying to find someone
To cure her.
her lah. Every day, bro, Maghrib time,
Triggered.
and then she will start screaming and shouting,
Does she
So-
speak in Chinese?
No. Apparently no one. There's no. I don't remember the part he's saying speak in
So it's
Chinese.
just like screaming and shouting.
Screaming and shouting. So then after that, one person told him, maybe you should make offerings, go and offer something to the tree downstairs over there. And he was like, fuck no lah, no, you look kind of shit lah, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
he was literally at wit's end, he doesn't know what to do. He almost was about to give up. So one day, his wife's relative, from Indonesia, came. Then when she came, in the afternoon, the fella saw the daughter, and he asked everything okay with your daughter? Then she explained, the mother explained, she's been possessed by something, like every Maghrib time she will come, and then she will scream and shout kind of thing, and we can't do anything to control her. Then the guy asked, can I try?
These guys.
So
Not bad.
so these guys say like, the father was like, by all means,
I
don't
mean,
know
I've
what to
done
do,
everything I could.
exactly.
Just whatever works, right?
So this the guy came. Then he said, I have a request. I need 4 gentlemen. So we take wudu, everything, and 4 person at Maghrib time, bang at the 4 corner of the house.
Okay.
Azan. So then after that, he said, bring her and lie down in the living room, in the center. So he said, make sure nobody stand at the doorway, at the main door.
Just empty.
Empty. The main door. So the gate buka. So after the azan and everything, right, then the more she start to scream, she start to scream and everything, and then he basically put his hand over her body from the head. From the head, he like grab slowly, pull all the way into the leg. Then he threw towards the gate of the house.
Okay.
So surprisingly, Alhamdulillah, that was the last day that she ever shouted.
So he actually pulled the thing that points this girl out and threw out the house.
So what he said that this is what he said. was that she was coming home one day and she made a passing remark, and then the thing followed her.
Yeah.
So followed her and then realized that she could be, possessed easily.
Oh.
So that's where the thing that this is my perfect.
Because I get what you mean. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's the perfect thing, and then
They want to stay lah inside.
to stay inside lah.
Permanent lah, home. Yeah.
Exactly. So after that, but alhamdulillah, then after she grew up really, now she's last I heard she has 2 kids of her own, so it's really passed lah.
That's good, man.
Yeah,
Alhamdulillah.
exactly.
So,
Yeah.
lucky for that. For this late uncle.
Yeah, the uncle came from out of nowhere, bro. Just came to visit.
Indonesian relative.
It's a relative. Just came. Sometimes like God sent, bro. Sometimes
Probably, yeah.
You wonder where it's like that,
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just like so random. Can I try?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then one thing I would notice, if you notice, personally, bro, I've actually, have you ever seen a picture of a ghost?
Okay, like
Something which is like in front of you, bro.
Yeah.
As in like a hard copy, or maybe on the phone or something.
belongs to me.
Somebody else, anybody.
Yeah, I got see before lah, but it's so vague and it's like I mean, like
So I
I
have a
can
friend.
see. Yeah.
This is not local, bro. Okay.
Okay.
So finally, a friend of mine, he has a friend. So she is a she lah. She is like a doctor or a nurse in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so she stays in the Philippines and she stays nearby this hospital.
Oh, because she works.
She works
over
there, so
so it's
it's
easy
nearby.
for her to come.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So literally twice, bro, he has shown me this, and I have seen this for my own eyes, bro.
A picture.
A picture, bro. So he told me, he asked me, "You want to see a picture of a ghost?" Then I said, it's not every day somebody comes to you and says, "You want to see a picture of a ghost?"
Yeah.
So I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Then what happened was he was doing a video call with this lady.
Okay.
So tengah video call tu ada benda baring sebelah perempuan tu, bro.
Huh?
So exactly. So he was video calling her lah,
And he took a screenshot.
Yeah, he took a screenshot, bro.
Wow. He was not freaked out lah.
I don't know, because I think he knows he's seen this shit before lah.
Yeah, probably.
Aku
Okay.
tengok rumah aku naik, bro.
Serious?
Pasal how to say it's not something you see every day lah, and then this you see this is not something like you see from the internet or something. This is my friend's friend.
In life.
And then it's like a video call with a screenshot was taken.
Yeah.
So what I saw was basically it's like a corpse beside her.
I mean like a dead body.
Yeah, like a dead body.
Can see the features, right?
It's very
Very
grayish
vague,
grey kind of thing. It's basically like a decomposed dead body, bro.
Oh my.
Beside her.
Did she know?
I don't know whether at that time my friend told her or not.
Man, freak out. Like, I mean,
But
probably you might tell her later.
But apparently, she, how to say, because my friend ever to go, like when you do video call, she was walking around the house.
Yeah.
Then, of course, she has a brother who's in the police force.
Okay.
So my friend said, "Hey, your brother come back there." Then she said, "No, I alone."
Huh?
Basically, my brother working. So my friend also, "Oh, okay." Then she asked my friend, "You saw something, is it?" Then my friend said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah lah, this type thing they have She's cool about it lah. She wasn't freak out lah, kind of thing. But I think because maybe she usually has seen and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, probably she got accustomed to it.
Yeah, and then there's the second one. So the one of the other incident was the same lady, and what you see is basically I would say this so-called figure. Okay, this is more. It looks like a Pontianak.
Oh, really?
This is more Pontianak because why I would say is you just see the shoulder above lah. Okay. Once again, the face you cannot see clearly.
For sure, for sure.
You can make it out that it's an eye and it's a mouth lah, and there's hair, and it's grey. And this was peeping through her through the window.
Oh, she was She was talking.
She was talking video call.
And
Then
things at the window.
my friend said, hey, you move to the right a bit. You move to the
How
right
funny
a
is
bit.
it?
Exactly. He's like, hey, you guys are, like he see, because he can see through the video calls.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that this thing like shows themselves, you know.
In a video call.
In a video call, bro. So this is like live shit, man. This is not pre-recorded kind of thing.
Live, yeah.
Then so my friend just swipe when you swipe the phone, you can take a screenshot.
And he got it.
And he got it. So that was the second picture he told me. He showed me.
Wait. Before we proceed, does he still have those two pictures?
He still has the two pictures. But the thing is that I asked him to send to me. I don't know why he doesn't want to send to me. He doesn't want me to make it viral, I guess.
No. Don't send to you.
Ah.
Let's see whether we can get permission from him
Uh-huh.
to share it to our channel one day.
Yeah, I can try to ask him.
You can try. I mean, if you guys want to see this picture,
we don't know whether he will allow.
Yeah, but we will try. And if you guys want to do it, if we get permission from him, probably will be a special exclusive. We can share it with you guys, but you guys have to like, share, and subscribe this shit. Okay, come on, guys.
And then there's also one incident of a friend. This is local, This is local. So this guy apparently, you know him too, bro. Former friend of ours, Elfie's.
Oh, Elfie.
He has a photograph of I believe his mother and his uncle taking a picture around Margaret time.
Hey, can you show us?
Yeah. I don't know if he forgot already or not.
Okay.
So we went to his house and he always told me that he had this picture. So finally, I think during Hari Raya time, I went to his house and he saw me and he showed me the picture. So the picture was basically the mother and uncle sitting on a sofa. And there was this smoky entity directly behind.
Oh yeah. I think I saw. I remember that picture.
Yeah. So
it looks very legit.
Yeah. So there was a photograph.
Yeah.
Thing. So you can see the entity had like a head, a body, a hands.
But there was no digital shit. There was like a real camera.
Exactly. There's no editing.
That
was the only picture that he took, like film. So, but that was his house, and really his house also was haunted, to a certain extent,
You can mention it.
Yeah, I mentioned it. So
I've been there. I think I've been there before.
So
very spooky.
Yeah, spooky. One thing he used to tell me, that because he used to go clubbing, he used to bring back women, that.
Yeah.
So he would always tell the girls, if you want to go anywhere in the house, always bring me along.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, some of them don't listen. So what happens usually is that they will tend to go to the toilet or they will go to the kitchen to get a drink.
Yeah.
Problem is when they go down. So like they walk past the TV on by itself. The worst thing that happened, I believe, to one of the girls that he brought back home was the fridge opened the door by itself.
Some crazy shit.
So when the fridge opened the door, she freaked out, bro, because you need
a significant amount of force to
exactly, bro. That's the thing. For TV, maybe you can say like I don't know lah. I mean, like in timer, you open balik or something.
Timer or maybe some electrical interference.
Exactly.
But the fridge, you need you need a huge pool.
Exactly. So then she freaked out and she went back up lah. Then he told him, I told you already, right? You want to go anywhere in the house, bring me. So perhaps it's because I think like usually these type of things, they know who are the owners of the house.
Yeah, and who are not.
Yeah. So when he first moved in, what he said was actually that when he first moved in, how I put it, inside his house, inside his room, there was this drawing. Okay, so this drawing of it's a stickman drawing, but it's a bit like violent. So you see like blood and all that.
I think that's
then he put a cupboard to cover it.
He didn't paint it over.
He actually painted over, but it came out after paint. It comes out again. After you paint, it comes out again.
Some crazy shit, man.
So eventually they put a cupboard over it to just block it. But that I never got a chance to see lah. I forgot to ask him about that. But he just showed the ghostly picture. But that was during NS time. So NS time itself, I think we have plenty.
Plenty actually. I mean, like some I don't know. I mean, if you talk about it now, I can't remember because there's so much things happening in that time.
Like for me personally, Tepung was like, how to say, a lot of people have I believe, I don't know how true this is, whether it's a misconception or not. People tend to say that Tekong was an old Malay kampung, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
but then one of the stories which I've heard, the theory is that Tekong was actually a place where people would buang ilmu.
You mean like
So like they have some like black magic shit, that kind of thing. They go to Tekong to throw it away.
Oh, a dumping place for
Dumping place. So that is why the island itself is so dirty. That's so called what I've heard. I don't know how true is the theory, but that's what I've heard. So that being said, Tekong, when I was a recruit, there was this, this checkpoint 2. I'm sure you heard about this. Tekong Slabin checkpoint 2. It's a training shack at the patrolling time.
It's quite dark.
So inside there's a vending machine, bro, in the training shack. But to walk from the main road, it's quite deep inside. It's quite dark. So this is a bit unique because usually when you see about ghost stories or whatever, you usually see or usually hear one person telling you, I saw something. Imagine this one, 4 person.
So 4 people experience it.
So what happens? There's an Alpha route, Bravo route, right? So 2 prowlers go by the Alpha route, 2 prowlers go by the Bravo route.
So they 4 of them.
So when the thing is,
so this is during their patrolling, guard duty.
Yes, correct.
Guard duty. Okay.
So when they patrol, I mean it's not at the same time, so they won't cross over at the same time and see, but like patrol A will pass by first because it's checkpoint 2.
Yeah, correct.
So patrol B will pass by second last. It's the last second checkpoint.
Yeah, because they do on the cycle.
Exactly. So one Alpha Bravo route. So when they pass, but at the same time when they pass, right, they never say to each other. So like team A never say to team B. They just keep quiet until the next day. One fella said, the other fella, yesterday fuck sial, I go by the Slabin training shack, got chicks down there. Then another said, hey, you so so you imagine this, 4 people, bro,
see the same thing,
seeing the same shit. So that's quite heavy duty, honestly speaking.
Okay, but before I went to national service in Tekong, right, there's so many ghost stories I hear from previous people who went to Tekong, and then they would like tell me all these things, and then I was like, maybe it could happen and freak out but to be honest, bro, I never had any like experience over there.
Like one of my colleagues, my bunkmate, section A, this guy, what's his name? I forgot. But he was in my platoon. So he was walking in the room march. Okay, so the room march, walking. Suddenly, inside the jungle, there was an old Malay man. Pak Haji Zonggok, bro. So this Pak Haji apparently looked dead. Exactly. So this, because Tekong, there's I think especially the 16-kilometer route march, to march somewhere in the jungle area, jungle. So my friend was saying that he was marching, then he see this Pak Haji, you can see something from far, bro. Then this thing is coming nearer to you.
Wow.
Exactly. So he was watching, then my friend start to breathe heavily because macam dah panic sial, ini benda makin dekat.
He was hyperventilating.
So
scared.
Then after that, buddy reached out to him. So buddy reached out to him, tap on him. This fellow freak out, bro. Then he shouted, "Don't touch me!" After that, apparently to him was, instead of his buddy, was this old man reaching out to him.
So he saw it.
He saw this old man very near to him, reaching out to him, tap him to the pocket. Then the sergeant like asking, what's wrong with you? And he said like, no, I see this thing. Then I said, okay, I think you better fall out. You don't.
Yeah, but I think in some ways, our sergeants or the old NCOs,
I think they know, but they just don't know.
Yeah. I think they acknowledge this, but they just don't want it to make it viral. They just want to scare the whole company. Nobody want to train,
But then sometimes you see, it's like there's also another guy. What's his name? I think Mahathir, something like that, bro. Okay, this guy. Mahathir, something like that. Okay. So this dude.
Is he the son of the minister?
No, it's not like Mahathir, bro. So this guy, what happened was, he used to complain to me, bro. He said that I think I want to ask the sergeant to change my bed.
Why?
I asked him, why? Then he said, every night I got trouble sleeping. Then I was like, you got trouble sleeping? Why is that? He said, I can hear someone crying underneath my bed.
Oh man, this crazy shit, bro.
Then after that,
Oh my god.
I mean, I tried to play it down. Like, you sure? No, you hear someone crying or
Yeah,
what?
we always do this,
Yeah, I tried to just
try to make light of the situation,
Then his face didn't change, bro.
So
So
he was really having trouble sleeping.
yeah, so he said that every night like, he will hear this lady like crying, macam something like that
Oh,
underneath the bed, bro.
crazy man.
So then for him, like, so then the thing is, the worst part is that when they sapu, so they will get the long hair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
and
this
then
is
the
like normal,
long hair also will be underneath his bed, bro.
for sure.
Yeah, so
Expected that, man.
that's the thing. So, but I guess he just gotta give him credit for it. He didn't actually change the bed because there's nowhere else to go, bro. I think the
So
bed
he
got-
just like
so
adapted to it.
adapted to it. Then
Oh
after
man, we
that,
haunted every day, yeah, bro.
exactly, bro. Fuck, If I would write the minister or something.
Okay, but I mean, if okay, let's say for example, let's do a situational question.
Okay.
I mean, if you were him, every night you hear this thing, how are you gonna sleep? I mean, like, what's the first thing you're gonna do?
It's difficult, bro. Maybe I would just put, like earphones or something and then listen to something and then just like try to.
How can you do that? Because you know that thing is below you.
Tiba tidur lancar apa, buat penat.
No, I mean, like seriously, like sometimes I don't know how would you want to adapt because you know that, and then when you go training, but then when you go back to your bunk,
Yeah, you hear and you know that this
and
is waiting for you.
yeah,
I asked him, have you ever tried to look underneath your bed? Then he said, fuck no lah, Shell. I was like, give it a shot lah, you never know.
that's something crazy, but yeah, I mean,
but sometimes you see when you get pushed to the limit, bro.
yeah, probably,
Yeah, and then you just fuck it lah.
you just lift up the bed,
exactly. That's it. What you might actually just do, you see.
but you might see something that you don't want to see.
Yeah, but then at least
worse,
if you see something you don't want to see, I mean,
face your fears,
face your fears one thing, but at least you got 11 other people inside the bunk with you, bro.
It's true.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I mean, apa dia tu?
Huh?
Because you got 11 people. I mean, like, it's a power.
Lemak macam mana tu? Lemak pukul ke lemak kedai? Hantu kedai Kalau geng-geng hantu.
That'd be funny, man. Because you got 11 soldiers, bro. 11 horny soldiers, bro.
But one thing, when it comes to this kind of, I would say, thankfully, it's seldom you hear that this kind of things actually touch you.
Yeah, I mean, it could happen, but it depends on.
Because you see, like, okay, I'll give you another example. Let's say a story from my uncle, bro.
Yeah.
So my uncle was actually working in the old Times house.
What was that?
This was at River Valley area, the old Straight Times house.
1980s?
Yeah, 90s time, 1980s.
80s. Okay.
So when he was working there, he used to tell me at Berita Harian, level 7 or something like that. I can't remember.
The place where they print the papers.
Yeah, so this is an editor's office.
It was the editor's office?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So what happened was that when he was doing the night shift,
he
wanted to find a place to just tidur, relax,
sleep, just relax
for a while.
Yeah.
So he never thought of anything like this,
Yeah.
So he saw like, okay, this is a good location. People are not around. Normally people come here, 7th floor, get tangkap for a while, lepak.
Yeah.
So he lepak. So what he said that he put his head on the table, so it was just something like that.
Yeah.
So he put his head on the table, and then he fell asleep. So when he fell asleep, there was something cekik him.
Strangling him.
So it was just like that. He put his head on the floor, and then suddenly something went zap.
Wow.
So when he kena cekik, he terus bangun. Bangun, pintu tutup, bro. Pintu lock, sel.
Oh man.
So I asked him, is it a dream, that you felt?
Your reaction,
Then he said, no, he was not dreaming anything. He felt like a hand came and cekik him. And then when he woke up, the hand let go. So
probably wanted to get a hug. just get the hell out of there.
Exactly. So after that, after he left the office, he never slept again.
For sure, but who want to do that? But the thing is, I wouldn't want to sleep in the place, especially in a place where there's nobody around.
No, because you see, the thing is, you don't want to get caught.
Yeah, I know,
You
but
don't want to get caught. So when you don't want to get caught, you will usually find a place where there is not
yeah,
much.
but it's like you're inviting trouble in a way.
True. Inviting trouble. True.
I mean, would you want to do that?
No lah. Generally not.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, like in deepest darkest part of your mind, like, hey man, I mean, like this, I'm in a place like I'm not accustomed, and it's dark, there's nobody but me. It's at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, sure.
But I guess dia dah penat kan. Dah penat
Yeah, true lah.
tempat tidur kan. Then it's just like
I rather like like ada orang teman.
tempat tidur lah macam tu.
Okay. Well, I mean, like at least there's somebody around,
Yalah.
Like okay, you sleep, let's chill together lah. I mean, like bukan mantap lah.
Sounds wrong. Let's chill together. That thing saja lah.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Okay, I don't really remember this, bro. There was this story, which it's do you remember this show called The Sightings?
Was old school lah, 1990s.
Yeah.
So it was very popular, huh?
Yeah. So there were two stories which I always remember from this show lah.
Yeah.
One was the story of a little girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened with this family is that unfortunately for him, the little girl hates men.
Is it the ghost?
Yeah.
Okay.
So she hates men is because she got raped and murdered by her father.
Oh my god.
Exactly. So what happened was this family that moved in. So she always attacks the husband.
She just hate guys.
Yeah, she just hate guys.
How many father figures?
I would say.
Okay.
So this was caught on video, and this was like back in the 80s, 90s ago.
Yeah.
Where I guess the television CGI was not that great,
Well, it was also CGI lah, also HD,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It was just some grainy picture.
But you can literally see. So the father would say that he's always attacked by this girl lah. So what happened was this priest came to the house. So the priest came to the house, and when the priest stepped out of the door, of the car door, he asked, "Is there a little girl in the house?" Then they said no lah, because you see the priest saw from the attic in the window the little girl looking down. So that was the first thing that the priest saw lah.
Yeah.
So then the priest came and then they asked what exactly is happening and all that. So this guy used to say that I always get attacked. So like then suddenly this happened like so-called as they were doing the interview.
It's live.
So-called live lah.
Yeah.
Then she's scratching me now. So when he lifted up his shirt, bro, you can literally see the mark in red color. So if somebody scratches you, red color mark, the red color marks appearing, bro, on camera.
Some bad shit, man.
Exactly. So but the priest also tak boleh pakai, bro.
Feel like it.
One part lah, the priest was saying
chanting.
He was like using this Holy Spirit water kind of thing. So he was throwing in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So basically the priest said, "In the name of Jesus Christ, show me your presence." And he smashed this it's like a test tube kind of thing with holy water onto the dining table. And the dining table moved. The dining table moved. Priest gini. Priest takut. But I guess it's a natural reaction.
It's a natural reaction, for sure.
Dia terpanjat kan. The whole fucking dining table move, bro. The chairs, kind of thing.
Oh, for sure.
So eventually, I guess the family moved out, bro.
They couldn't take it.
Yeah, they couldn't take it. The husband couldn't take it. They didn't disturb much of the.
The guy, the man.
Yeah, but the husband couldn't take it, and then it started to disturb one of the youngest girls.
Oh, okay.
Because okay, the youngest girl will actually wanted to say, like maybe she will tell the mom, okay, hey, this is Mary. I'm playing with Mary now.
Imaginary friend. But it's not really, but it's not imaginary friend.
Budak kecil yang nampak, you see.
Yeah.
So what happened was when she was sleeping, I think Mary buat main dengan dia lah. So will push her, and she sleep, she kena tolak.
Poor thing, huh?
Exactly. Yeah, I think at night time. So then I think the family decided to do that. So I believe back then, if I remember clearly, the house was just vacated, bro. So nobody actually is staying there lah. Yeah.
Oh, but speaking of imaginary friends, I've heard many stories about this. Like sometimes kids.
Ni member aku kat Malaysia pun kena je.
Really? Imaginary friend.
But I guess it's like okay, example lah, like his daughter playing somebody or talking to somebody.
Yeah.
And then my friend say, nah sini. After
Yeah.
Then after that, the daughter cakap, sabar tengah main dengan Siti ni so called. Siti mana? Cakap ni lah, ya. Tak nampak ke Siti ni? That kind of thing. So this kind of thing like coming from kids bro, it tend to fuck you up lah, you know. Imagine your daughter tell you I'm playing with this one and you can't see shit, bro.
I'm gonna take it seriously, bro.
Exactly, you kind of thing. So after that my friend's like, hey, dah, jangan merepek. Just pull her away lah, you know.
Yeah.
But then my friend told me, I actually didn't know how to react, Zarif. He told me like,
for sure.
Yeah, suddenly my daughter said that something is there and I cannot see.
I think
my daughter is only like 3 years old, bro. So
yeah.
you don't
be lying.
Exactly, you won't be lying, you know. So there's certain things you can't actually so-called say.
I mean, like, I won't even encourage my kids to play imaginary friends.
You don't encourage them, bro. But this thing happens.
Is he the only child?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it could be a figment of imagination, but normally for kids, 3 years
back
old.
then it was only child. Now he has a son, but back then it was only child.
Is she still having the same issue?
I don't know. He went back to Malaysia, so I didn't actually get a chance to speak to him.
Yeah, but imaginary friends it has a big impact on like supernatural activity as well. I mean, not across all cultures, bro.
Yeah.
Western, Eastern also they have this thing.
Yeah, correct. Imaginary people.
And something which
fear the unknown, bro.
Yeah, I think some parents they just take it like just something, something that my children just play out of a head. But sometimes it's not what you think it is. Better be extra careful and always believe what your kids are, especially during that age. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But sometimes it's like you try to put CCTV and all that. You can't actually so-called see this thing happening or whatever.
Yeah.
But sometimes maybe camera can capture.
Yeah, but I said I actually hate the CCTV shit, bro.
Oh, you hate that?
You know why? Sometimes you will get to see something you don't want to see. You know.
But I understand your house also got CCTV. Have you ever seen anything?
So far nothing, bro. I never watch it. I never see.
That's the thing. Usually we don't actually see until
something happens.
Right? Then you see. Imagine if you see shit.
Oh, bro.
You know.
Probably get a proton pack.
Proton pack? Nah. What's a proton pack, bro?
Some strange neighborhood.
You will call.
Busters, bro.
Okay, bro. I got to touch on something.
Yeah.
Have you ever? Would you like to try one day? Uji nyali, bro.
Uji nyali, bro.
Would you like to try?
No.
Alone with me, something like that.
Okay, if you can, bro.
You can.
Alone is, I don't know, bro. Like, I mean, okay, I'm not a guy who scares easily, but alone, you know what? No thing that scares you is like sometimes your imagination gets the better of you, and then you start to
freak out.
You start to fear itself, like, man.
Padahal tak ada apa,
padahal jangan tak ada apa-apa. Right? I mean, come on lah. I mean, like, we've been in places where, we've been in the army, we've been in jungles, we've been in like haunted camps and all this.
Correct.
We've been in many, many dark places overseas here, but
I see especially like originally when it comes to like I don't know if you remember seeing this called Entity, this video.
Oh, it's old school, bro.
Yeah,
remember?
Old school. But
you used to watch this, right?
Yeah, exactly. But then those old school shit they could capture. I don't know whether it's true or not. Nobody can
capture a lot of things, man.
Yeah. Kind of thing in the background.
And the thing is, like, they are there like from dusk to dawn. Like, they are there like for hours tu. Sampai
At
like
least 3-4 hours lah.
3-4 hours lah, right? Like, yeah, there. You know, and the thing is, I don't understand.
Okay.
After they had their first supernatural or paranormal experience, they can just stay there.
Yeah, carry on.
That's pretty badass. Like, wow.
Yeah.
And some of them even like,
But so far, I've noticed that in entity, because entity, I believe it's like some kind of game show.
yeah,
You can tahan the longest, you
you
win something, right?
get paid, get money.
So I think that's what drives people, bro. Money.
So you don't care what happens,
Yeah.
whatever comes,
everything,
just want the money,
That's the thing. See, if there is no money involved,
I think everybody want to be.
that's the thing. See.
Think? Who want to be doing this thing? But okay lah. But uji nyali is crazy lah, bro. Like, man. Yeah, I mean, how about you? Do you want to do it?
Yeah, I will do it lah. But I will do it, bro.
Alone?
Alone. Maybe also lah, bro. I'm thinking, but if I'm alone, it's really like, tawakal lah, fuck it lah, whatever happens lah.
Yeah, I
Think
know.
that's the kind of mindset.
It's true lah. I mean, whatever happens lah. But the thing is, we want it coming back to you, following you home.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the issue.
Even if you go 2%, so people can still follow you home. You never know.
But the thing is, I think if you want to do really, prepare yourself.
Yeah.
Like, take wudu.
But you see, there was this video I saw of this Thailand dude, bro. I don't know if you saw this video.
Which one?
This
The one you
guy-
told me about?
Yeah, he was lying down in a grave, bro.
Oh, yeah.
In a grave. But this guy had balls, bro. I'll be frank, like, it wasn't easy, lah. He was lying down in a grave, and then I think one of his colleague or his friend, he was two-person, he wasn't alone, and then they smashed a coconut, and then or send the water over him, lah.
Oh, yeah, I think they do some ritual.
Yeah, so after that, then literally, you can see his t-shirt move and being grabbed by something, and he
saw
freaked
the
the fuck
video.
out, bro.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. And then he freaked the fuck out. After that, he was he jatuh or something like that. He was pushed behind or something like that.
He was like flung, bro.
Flung. That's a proper.
Somebody throw him, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so.
Some crazy shit. But, okay, I mean, if you want to do Uinali, where you want to go?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I will probably maybe source where the top haunted places in Singapore are. But the thing is here, when you do originally, let's be frank. The reason that we do originally, the idea is basically to see whether you can capture ghosts.
Yes, and experience the paranormal
That's the
activities.
thing.
That's it.
I mean, some people might say, "Oh, I'm just here for to whatever bullshit kind of thing lah." For me, idea you're gonna do generally the idea is basically to capture.
For sure, that's the main aim, right?
That's the main aim. Then what's the point of doing it in the first place?
Yeah.
Then it's not the bullshit, but testing yourself out lah. So go test yourself some other way lah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it's just like basically the idea for originally, I believe lah. Generally speaking, is to test yourself to a certain extent, but then also to capture it on video lah.
Correct.
That's the thing.
You know, I've seen a lot of Uji Nyali, but the most scary so far the Uji Nyali in Malaysia.
Indonesia one really, Indonesia like another level altogether.
Like that level, like they are like the elite. We're like, wow, their supernatural activity is just wow, you know.
Yeah, but then they also have a large island, very big island, very big country. Also, got lots of places.
Lots of hardcore places. So, are you suggesting that Paki Bros do some Uji Nyali?
Yeah, never know. One day, guys, we might do.
Oh man, ayo, tak boleh lari, bro. Gotta stay firm lah.
Obviously, I need to rent a car, bro. Then both of us can go together.
What itu pasal ni?
Then berapa orang nak, bro?
I mean, normally there'll be like the people who are taking the videos and all that, right?
This is like, as a big crew, bro.
Yeah.
Start small lah.
So how you record ourselves? We can help.
And then like a camera kind of thing.
How long you want to do? How long?
Put me 10 minutes, bro.
Never even 10 minutes. 10 minutes can see shit, I know.
10 minutes, kau jauh tak cukup, bro.
Yeah, what kind of person does a Uji Nyali for 10 minutes? Man?
Yeah, okay, longer than that, I would say. At least maybe an hour or so.
An hour will be fine.
Yeah, an hour or so at least.
Oh man, I don't know whether my wife is gonna be so supportive of this idea, man. She's gonna say I'm crazy.
I think apa dah, bro? Kita selepas ujian ni kan check in hotel dulu dah. Jangan balik rumah dulu lah.
Aku kau? Macam bro.
I just want to see your reaction. Aku kau? Okay,
Well,
guys. Basically, we come to the end of our
Yeah.
episodes here.
So,
you know,
thanks for listening to us, and we're gonna have more episodes. And do let us know what kind of topics you want us to talk about and cover.
doesn't have to be good stories. Like,
Doesn't have to be good stories, anything. We just talk it. We just entertain you guys. Do like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and yeah, probably we might. In future we could be doing originally
Yeah. So
in whichever place is
if
hot.
it ever comes out now, you know.
I mean, wow, if we can actually capture something, it'll be good. It'll be good, but oh boy,
Yeah. Shit gotta get real, bro.
she's gonna get it.
Alright, guys.
Alright,
Signing out.
guys.
Paki Bros. Thank you
Alright,
very
good
much
night.
for joining
Right,
us.
bye bye.
God bless.
God bless.
We are the sounds of the street.